Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Santina. I retired in April of 2025 and now travel the US full-time in my Ford Transit 250 no-build. Usually when I get to a town, I can either find spots right away, like in Cape May, and just drive around and you're like, oh, I can park there, oh, I can park there overnight. And it's really easy and obvious, in my opinion, anyway. Or it's not so easy and obvious, in which case using the satellite view on Google Maps is really helpful. And so Tuckerton is one of those towns where when I was driving here, it wasn't obvious where I could park overnight. So in the parking lot of the lighthouse, I just did the Google Maps satellite view and noticed that there aren't shoulders on the roads in the residential areas. So there's no place to park on the street in the town itself. It's tiny, tiny little town. I did find a medical center, which might be open 24/7. It has a big parking lot, which I doubt has any kind of security. So that might be an option. There was a brewery or a restaurant actually named Doyle's. I think that was the one that was open until 2 a.m., but obviously then I can't stay there past that time. And then the only other thing that I found was this Tuckerton public bulkhead and parking, it was called. Tuckerton Public Bulkhead and Parking. Let me show it to you. It's actually right up against the seaport. I'm going to get out and show you in a second. But these are the parking spaces on these brick pavers, and I'm parked in one of them. There's probably 8 or 10 spaces. And I had to pick the one where it says no parking, this slip is reserved. But that's the seaport right across the way. Those are all the seaport buildings I was just visiting. It's a little muddy here. Blech. But yeah, so this is public parking. Got some ducks just landed. Looks like right across the driveway is maybe a public building. Let's take a look, see what it is. Got a public looking trash can. And it's really tiny. I hope this is not a private residence. It is the Historical Society. Tuckerton Historical Society. It might still be in there. Don't know. That's cool. Got a map. Kind of wish they had their hours posted. They don't look open. They're dark, but I don't know when they are open. Usually I just get a feel about a place, and honestly, I have a good feeling about this place for tonight, so I might try it rather than medical center. But for now, I'm gonna go somewhere else. And whether I can stay here tonight, I don't know. There's no sign that says no overnight. No parking. This space is reserved. I'm going to move because it says this slip, well, it says this slip is reserved, but not this space. But I won't park here because this space is reserved. So here's the Dockside Cafe, restaurant in town, and then this is the view. And I'm just going to hang out in my van for a few minutes. Hopefully it won't be a problem to be in their parking lot for a while, but I have nowhere to go. I could go in and have a drink, but that's what I do every night. I don't want to drink that much, and I don't want to spend money on drinks. There is a downside to van life, and that is in some towns you just don't have a place, right? It sounds too small. There's no public place to be. I don't want to be in that public parking lot during the daylight. I want to go when it's dark so that no one complains or is upset that I'm there and kicks me out. But everywhere else is like a private place. I could go to Acme, I could go to Wawa, you know, but they're not as pleasant looking as this place is. So I had these sets of sheer curtains, and I hung them up on a curtain rod across the back, and you can't, in daylight, you can't see in. I know you're seeing more of a reflection, but you really can't see in the van. And even if you go up really close and try to peer in, you can't see in. It's awesome. I might decide to keep these. I just checked my water bottles and I'm thoroughly puzzled. None of them are wet on the bottom or the outside, anywhere. Looks like this one is already open, but there's no wetness, so it didn't like spill when I was driving and it was sloshing around. There's water where my laundry bottle used to be. I don't think my laundry is leaking. It doesn't feel like soap, it's just water. So I'm wondering, is it condensation from sleeping that it develops underneath things? I don't know. What a mystery. Anyone know? Leave it in the comments below. So I am still at that restaurant, but I'm parked as far away from the restaurant as I can be. And this looks like it's a public marina, or at least it's a marina. Maybe not public, you have to pay for a slip. But I pulled up against the dock. There's a car that's been parked there for a while in front of me. There's room for another car in between us. And then out the back, where I put my shears up, there's a light. And yeah, there's dirty windows. That's what it is, dirty windows. Oh, it's all fogged up in here because I was just cooking soup. So I could have gone into that restaurant, but I would have had a beer and a meal, and I just wanted something simple. So I used my backpacker stove and cooked up some ramen. I'm all packed up. I did some rearranging of things in my van. You wouldn't notice it because they're just, move things from one drawer to another. So you can't really see any difference. But I feel better about the organization. And I'm going to enjoy the soup here. And then I'm going to go to that other spot for the rest of the night. And put up my blackout and do some scrapbooking or something, or some reading. I'm tempted to stay here. I just don't know if this is a public space or not.